Livonia, Michigan, the Crusaders facing the St. Xavier Cougars for a match today, an MSFA matchup between these two squads who have had different seasons so far. Number 11, St. Xavier, here today coming in. They're 1-1 with a pretty high-powered offense, including a big win over fellow Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference opponent Lawrence Tech University in their first game of the year. They dropped their last one in a ranked matchup versus St. Francis, but 22.5 points per game, and my goodness, do they throw the football. 281.5 through the air, only 68 rushing, but that's because it's simply put a spread air raid offense for this team that nearly gets 300 per game, and it's the opposite for the Crusaders. Still looking for that first win, not only on the season, but in their history. 0-3 this year, but the scoring is up from just a touchdown per game the last couple of seasons combined to 15.7 early on, including an opening game shutout. So those numbers are even more, just a little bit balanced the wrong way. 92 yards in the air every single game. But the change at quarterback with Torian Singletary, who we'll talk about later in this one, is making that more. 122.7 rushing yards per game. It's been a shocker. It's been a running back room that came out of nowhere. Two freshmen are the first and second stringers now for this Crusader team and putting up some big opponents. But the big number, yards allowed, 427 yards per game against. The defense is on the field a lot, but the defense is going to be a big matter today. We'll start with the Crusaders, and we'll go to their players to watch. We'll start on the left side of your screen with Torian Singletary, the junior cornerback slash wide receiver, was committed to South Carolina State as a quarterback. He comes in, transfers to wide receiver, plays wide out the first couple games. It was a tough time getting him the football with the likes of Q Watson, Jonathan Mentrope, and Max Morris. So they put the playmaker under center, and against Adrian, he was fantastic. And he's under center again today. And the note from camp is that 6 is getting comfortable under center. So watch out for Torian Singletary today and the freshman Kwame Miller. We talked about the freshman 1 and 2 punch with Miller and Williams in the running back room. Miller has been sensational early on in his action. He leads the Crusaders in rushing yards per game and has been the go-to guy. 64 yards a game. And the average is 4.7 per carry. Still looking for that first collegiate touchdown as the freshman, but he has been a shocker at the running back position. Parker Height, the fullback dive for Coach Kaminsky works. Parker Height leads the team with 3 touchdowns, tied with Nashawn Williams, who's the backup to Kwame Miller in that running back room 1-2 punch. But when you get to the goal line, the jumbo formation comes out. Parker Height, Luke Crocker moved to the backfield, and Parker Height has been sensational at finishing the job, getting in the end zone. We move to the defensive side of the ball. Bobby Martin in for a big day today for the Crusaders. Martin with 3.5 sacks already this season and 7 tackles for loss. Both those lead the Crusaders. He has been sensational, and going against a St. Xavier team that let up 5 sacks their last game in a loss. Look for Bobby Martin to try to use his speed on the outside alongside Tommy Larson on the other end. This Crusader defensive line has been pretty good, and they're going to be a big part to try to get to the quarterback and Stuart Ross and force the Cougars to get the ball out quickly and not have time for routes to develop. And for those routes to develop, Tabari Triplett has been sensational at corner. He's now the cornerback 1. He's the only Crusader with an interception. He's got 2 of them, as well as a fumble recovery on the year. He's now the starting number 1 cornerback for head coach Brett Kaminsky and defensive coordinator Rizal McCoy, putting trust in the sophomore. It's a young Crusader team. It's not a young Cougar team. The Cougars are a team that have a lot of experience, to say the absolute least. We start on the offensive side of the ball on the left side of your screen with graduate student quarterback Stuart Ross, who last season was spectacular. 26 touchdowns, just 5 interceptions, taking care of the football in an air raid offense. Over 200 yards per game with a 66 completion percentage. He was fantastic, part of the all-conference team, and now he goes under center for this top 10 ranked team. Before the week they dropped to 11, maybe a bad blood for the Cougars as they look to get back on track here in Livonia, Michigan. We'll go to Julian Smith, his top receiver. Last season, not here, played for Jackson State, but early this year leads the Cougars in receiving. The 5'8 speedster is a guy to look out for. We go to defense. where I think it's underrated to say the absolute least for this team. We start in the middle on the defensive line with Orokio Arabami has been sensational in his career here. Last season, he had 15 and a half tackles for loss, including 6 sacks, 53 total tackles, 19 solo on the defensive line. Look for a big day for the graduate student D lineman. Try to get by this Crusader offensive line that has actually found their footing as of late. They struggled against Indiana Wesleyan. Some changes are made. Some different steps are applied, and they have been pretty darn good the last couple games against Judson and Adrian. But this is a different crop of talent with the Cougars. We go to Elias Terry, the linebacker junior who led the team in tackles last year with 99 total tackles, 49 solo, 50 assisted, including 5.5 sacks and 13 tackles for losses, added 1 interception and 2 forced fumbles, an absolute force all over the place for this Cougar defense. Look for Terry to be a difference maker today and see if they pressure the Crusader O-line. Send Terry on a blitz. Maybe take advantage of the blazing speed from the junior linebacker at 6'1", 195. See if he can split the gaps and get to Torian Singletary quickly and not let him get the ball out to his playmakers like Amarion Kelly, Emerson Combs, etc. We go to the DBs, the guys who will be guarding the receivers for the Crusaders. Don't want to get Amarion Kelly the ball. Well, I bet you his guy that he's going to be covering is Kevin Countryman, who has been sensational last year as well. He led this team in interceptions with 3, tied with Ron Carroll, who's no longer a part of the Cougars. He had 6 pass breakups. That was good for the top of the MSFA. He's been sensational and a big name for this team as the Cougars are looking to get back on track. We got about 7 minutes and change till game time. We're going to shoot you aside. We'll just calm down before the storm in Livonia, Michigan.
Fans, welcome to Livonia Franklin High School and Crusader Nation for Madonna football. Today's game features the St. Xavier University Cougars and your Madonna University Crusaders. As a Catholic university in the Franciscan tradition, Madonna University believes in putting our values and mission into actions and words. At this time, we ask that you please stand. Although Madonna and St. Xavier are opponents on the field today, we stand together as one community to recognize and remember Mason Santiago, a sophomore in St. Xavier who passed away unexpectedly last week. Please keep the Santiago family in your thoughts and prayers as we join together for a moment of silence for Mason. Thank you. In the spirit of St. Francis and Mary our Madonna, let us pray. Lord God, we thank you for bringing us together today and ask that you watch over and guide us. Help the athletes use their talents to the fullest and remain injury-free. Help the coaches teach these young athletes not only about the game, but more importantly, putting into practice our value of respect for all people. Help the game officials to do their best to enforce the rules and remain fair at all times. And help the spectators to be considerate of all players, coaches, officials, and each other. Thank you for giving us all the opportunity to put our faith into action today. Amen. And now we honor America and especially all the veterans who have served our country with the playing of our national anthem.
We're set to get going here in Livonia, Michigan. The Crusaders and the Cougars coming up from Chicago. St. Xavier 1-1 on the year. The Crusaders 0-3, looking for that crucial first win in the Brett Kaminsky era. The Crusaders will kick off first to the Cougars here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon in Livonia, Michigan. I'm Sean Massa. Thank you for joining us on the Madonna Athletics Network and making us a part of your absolutely beautiful Saturday evening. And I'm bringing you all the action as if you were here with us enjoying the action in Livonia, Michigan. Back to kick for the Crusaders. They will kick off here. We await in Livonia, and we're underway as the Cougars will have the football first. This will be fielded right around the 15-yard line at the shore, and they got caught in the wind. But the Crusader return team there cutting to the sideline, now cutting inside. Moore makes the man miss at the 45. He's tackled out of bounds, but my goodness, What a start. What a return from Julian Smith, the wide receiver one and kick returner. He gets good starting field position for his quarterback in Stuart Ross, who has been sensational in his tenure here at St. Xavier. Had a rocky start to his collegiate career, but last season was spectacular. 26 touchdowns, over 200 yards per game, and now he looks to get going early on, trying to get a big win to recover. St. Xavier dropped in the standings from 8 to 11 after their loss last week, but they turn to their signal caller, a two-time MSFA All-Academic Team and All-Midwest League second team, quarterback in Stuart Ross, a 6'1 senior, under center, and we're going to take a knee first play for St. Xavier. They're going to take a knee in honor of their fallen teammate. And the Crusaders will decline this delay of game penalty. It's a moment that you take in as a sports fan, that we are all one community, as St. Xavier honors their fallen Cougar. And you hear the round of applause from the fans here in Livonia. And now St. X will put in their offense. Here we go. We'll get going now with Stuart Ross after the delay of game penalty in honor of Mason Santiago is declined by Coach Kaminsky of the Crusaders, and it's 4 wide, 1 running back on the left side hip of Stewart right away. He turns and gives him the first play. A good move, a spin on the outside, and that's Jesse Plunkett, the graduate student halfback, who has been spectacular. Was the backup last season, the RB2. This year takes control of the top role, and he's been sensational for this St. Xavier team as they're looking to get back in the win column. They need it. If anything, they will look to pass on a quick screen on the outside on second down. Won't get the first, but will get close on the far end.
Stuart Ross's pass is complete to number 85,
Ronnie Foster on the catch. And now it's an early third down, and we'll call it 3. Same personnel, 4 receivers stacked each side, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Plunkett the lone back in the backfield to the left side hip. You can run here, the Crusaders. Leaving the box, man in motion at the fake jet sweep. They'll get the man in motion wide open with little space to run. Good block on the outside as the first down will be picked up by Kyle Quinn, but Julian Smith with one heck of a block on the outside. It looked like Tabari Triplet with the DB lined up in defense. And that's an unreal start right there. What a play call in the misdirection. To get the eyes moving onto the near side, you fake the handoff and you hit the man in motion. The smart play call from St. Xavier. Plunkett moves over to the right side hip now of Stuart Ross. Ross in the gun now on the Crusaders side of things. Crusaders rush 5, time for Ross. Here's this thing out. It's deep and caught inside the 5-yard line. It was underthrown, but an adjustment from Kyle Quinn, the senior. And St. Xavier is going to be in the red zone.
Number 1, Kyle Quinn.
The officials want to talk this thing over. We're getting a point forward from one of the offensive linemen. Look like Zachary Jefferson was saying, let's go, we're in the red zone, as changes will be made defensively. Stuart Ross averaging 250 yards per game early on. He has thrown 3 picks.
Personal foul. Illegal hands in the face of the defense. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
The foul is hands to the face, will be half the distance to the goal line. So St. Xavier got a completion inside the 10. They're going to get even more now. It's going to be first and goal from about, it looks like the 2.5, maybe 3-yard line at most. Good opportunity for Jesse Plunkett to get in the end zone, the running back. He's got 1 TD so far. They finally have 3 receivers checked in on the left side, still bunched up. They hand off to Plunkett on the left. He's got speed at the numbers, cuts inside at the hash, trying to get to the 5. He's taken down for a loss. The Crusaders will get to him around the 5-yard line. We'll see where they mark him with forward progress, but he was tackled backwards. And a good play by the Crusaders. Tabari Triplet on the tackle for the Crew, wearing their black with yellow lettering. The loss of a lot on that play. All the way back to the 8-yard line now. They mark it a loss of 5 for Plunkett. 2 receivers to the right side. They hand it off again. No Ross, fakes play action, bootleg over to the right side. He's looking end zone in the corner. This one through the hands of his intended receiver. Good coverage by Paul McLeod, the safety moving the corner.
Pass intended for number 85, Ronnie Foster. Flag on the play.
It's going to be an illegal man downfield as well on the Cougars. It's Eddie Fleck on the play, the freshman offensive lineman, and the Crusaders have a goal line situation where they have pushed back all the way from the 3 nearing the 10. They have done a phenomenal job holding back. I think Coach Kaminsky's going to decline this and make it 3rd and goal from the 10. We're going to get a talk from the officials about what's going on here, what's the call. There's an illegal man downfield on the incompleted pass to the corner. But we'll have to see what the call's going to end up being. We're waiting for the official call, but there's a discussion. They disperse. They declined the penalty as expected. There was a discussion with the officials on what was going on, but it's going to be 3rd down and goal from about the 9-yard line. 3 receivers punched down the far side hash. Crusaders look to be in zone. 1 receiver on the near side is Joe Polselli. Lot of noise coming from this Crusaders sideline here. An early 3rd and goal situation. Stuart Ross in the gun. He's got that bunch to the right. See if they try a screen little option. Ross will turn, play action pass. He looks. No, it's Plunkett. He gave and faked it all the way, and Plunkett finds his way into the end zone for the 2nd touchdown of the game. Or 2nd touchdown of his season, excuse me. And the Cougars are up early. A big 3rd and goal situation from the 9-yard line, and Plunkett goes into the end zone. Big rush for Plunkett. I'm shocked they gave it to him on 3rd and goal, but the Crusaders didn't show much on the run. A little bit of a low snap, but taken care of, and the kick is good by Peyton Bennis. And it's a 7-0 lead as the offense marches down, led by the deep ball from Stuart Ross that got them in scoring position. Deep ball to Kyle Quinn. It was a 40-yard pass to Quinn. And the Crusaders will get the ball first. And now the Crusaders look to get something to go their way, as Torian Singletary will lead the offense on the field after the kickoff. Singletary's been pretty darn good at quarterback as of late. He was 8 of 20 for 100 yards with a 33-yard touchdown pass to Amarion Kelly for his lone score through the air. He was recruited out of high school to be a quarterback. And now the Crusader offense will look to get going. This one going to be fielded just around the 10-yard line in stride. Cutting back towards the numbers, cutting back in. He's got blockers at the 35, 40-yard line, pulled out of bounds. That's a heck of a return early on for the Crusaders. Looked like Aiden Napier on the play, the sophomore from Livonia.
Napier on the return.
Playing on his home turf, the Franklin High School native, and now the Crusaders take the field on offense. They spot him near the 40-yard line, at the 40 exactly. And Torian Singletary lines up under center with 3 receivers set. He's got a tight end on the wing on the left side of the line. One lone back is Miller. They hand off to Miller through the middle. He cuts away to the left side, trying to get as much as he can. He's only going to muster one. He got 1 yard on the carry, was met in the gap.
Carry, brought down by number 39, Zach Norris.
They're going to give him two, so a friendly spot at that. But now brings up 2nd and 8. Two receivers on the left and right. Miller still on the right side hip of Singletary in the gun. Singletary drops back, looks over to the far side. It's quickly completed for about 5 yards, spinning away and getting the first down, the Crusaders. Pass was completed to Jeremy Barber, a quick little hitch route, and Barber fights through the soft zone coverage.
That's the Crusaders' first down.
That was pretty right there for the Crusaders to get that one. Now on the plus side of the field. Still a 4 receiver set. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. On the left side hash is Singletary. Miller on his right side hip. They're a heavy first down run team. They give to Miller again. Cutting back on the near side. Cutting back. He's got speed and more. Puts his head down. Turning towards the marker. I think it's going to be a yard short. But that's going to be about a 9-yard run as the traffic got him to stop his momentum. But my goodness, Kwame Miller. This kid is unreal. These freshman running backs have been crazy good. Miller and Williams, the 1-2 punch. Both freshmen have made their mark since week 1 when we saw Nyshawn Williams for the first time. 2 receivers now on the far side of the field to the left. It's soft coverage again. It looks like man with no heavy zone. Showing blitz early on. Singletary fumbles the snap. He picks it back up. He's airing this out to Combs. It's caught at the 15-yard line. There's the Armatorian Singletary we were told we'd see today. Feeling more comfortable at quarterback was the note from camp. And Singletary with a big completion. In the red zone now, the Crusaders, they mark Combs down just outside the 15. They're marked at the 17-yard line. Amarion Kelly with no targets yet today. It's zone coverage again, seemingly. 4 on the line, they rush 4. Singletary's going to step up and run outside. He's at the 15, trying to make a man miss, but he's wrapped up. What a tackle. Beautiful tackle on the play.
The keeper, brought down by number 21, Kevin Countryman.
My Countryman, the DB. We talked about how he leads this team in pass breakups. He also can make a tackle in the open field on an athlete like Torian Singletary. It's pretty impressive. Now run trips to the left side, and Kwame Miller also on the left hip of Singletary in the gun. It's 2nd down and 10. They give to him. Kwame cutting through the middle, through the A gap. He'll cut through for a gain of about 4, make it 3rd and manageable. Now inside the 10-yard line. Kwame Miller got about 4. And we'll mark it 3rd and 6. Miller remains in the game. Singletary barking out commands. 2 receivers to the left side. 1 tight end also on the left side of the line. It's Nick Hayward. Lone receiver on the near side is Emerson Combs in the numbers. Singletary drops back. He's looking left. It's shut down. He's got to scramble away to the near side. Singletary's got the edge. He looks low for Combs. It's just off the fingertips on the wrong side shoulder. Threw it behind him, and the field goal unit will go out trying to get points on the board for the Crusaders early on.
Pass intended for number 3, Emerson Combs. Broken up by number 21, Kevin Countryman.
Kevin Countryman in coverage right there on that one for Combs. It was an improvised route from the Crusader wide receiver. And now they send out their kicking unit. Struggled unit in the first game of the season. See if they cleaned up. Low snap. Stojanovic kick is up and it's high. It's good. The Crusaders are on the board. It's 7-3. Not the drive you want when you have 1st and goal at the 16-yard line. But they get points on the board and now trail by 4. A promising drive for your first of the game if you're head coach Brett Kaminsky, the signal caller on the offensive side, along with co-offensive coordinator Philip Gould, as the Crusaders get points at home for the first time. And now send out Roselle McCoy's squad on the defensive end to try to stop the high-powered offense known as the St. Xavier Cougars.
Hey fans, head over to the concession area if you'd like to pick up some Crusaders Kick Dancer t-shirts. We have a few more Available in small and medium sizes for $15. Head on over as soon as you can. First come, first serve.
If you're the Crusader defense, you're looking at how this season's unfolded for the Cougars. You're looking at 5 sacks allowed last game versus St. Thomas in the top 10 battle and loss for the Cougars. You're thinking to yourself, we got to get pressure up the middle. We need to force them to go one-on-one with Bobby Martin and Tommy Larson on the outside, your 2 defensive ends who have been spectacular, and need to get pressure on Stuart Ross. As we saw when he had a clean pocket, he aired it out for 40-plus yards through the air to Kyle Quinn, and that was all she wrote to get in the red zone. This kick hangs and will be fielded around the 6-yard line. Cutting over at the numbers onto the outside with space and room. He's got a lead blocker cutting back in. This could be dangerous. On the edge with speed, it's Julian Smith. He's at the 30, the 25, brought down, now fighting through at the 12-yard line. Wow!
Julian Smith with the
That
return.
kid can do it all. Julian Smith in the red zone already. This could be why Stuart Ross doesn't average more than 250 a game through the air for an air raid offense, because his special teams unit has had starting field position at their own 45 and now the Crusader 13. My goodness. 80-yard return to get to the 13-yard line. A chance to score quickly. 2 receivers on the left and right. The lone back now is no longer Plunkett. They bring a new guy in. They look quickly on the flat route over on the far side. Triplett in pursuit will knock him out of bounds. It was Kyle Quinn on the grab. He'll gain about 6. He'll make it second down, and no, they give him a friendly spot out of bounds. He gains maybe 8 yards. Probably make it 7, 7.5. But we'll make it second and short now. Same set with one back on the left side hip of Stewart. He looks over on the far side for his receiver again, Quinn. Quinn makes a man miss. He might have got the first down. It's going to be close. We'll see where they spot him. Right at the marker to gain, so it looks like it'll be first and goal.
Pass complete to Quinn.
They're still saying it's
Second
third.
down, 33, Justin Smith.
If it's third down, it's third and maybe a foot.
Third down for the Cougars.
It's third and maybe a foot. They bunch up the receivers on the left. They ran out of this formation the last time they had it set up. Going to be a handoff through the B, through the end zone, and broken the plane. Touchdown, Cougars.
Touchdown run by number 6, Mario Price.
Mario Price checks in for this drive, and it wasn't much to do for St. Xavier. The kick return went all the way to the 13-yard line by Julian Smith. He heads to the sideline, and his offense punches it in 14-3 just like that. The Crusader field goal is erased and then some in the matter of a minute. The extra point is good. It's now 14-3.
Point after drive by number
St. Xavier. And this Crusader team, you get a field goal in the red zone your first time up, but against an offense of this prowess, of this spectacularness historically, you cannot settle for 3. You need to finish drives. Eight minutes remain in the first quarter here in Livonia. As St. Xavier has scored quickly, Napier and Triplett back to return again for the Crusaders. It's Triplett near the 7-yard line. He muffed it. He picks it up off a hop and gets the edge. He's got speed. Oh my goodness. He muffed it and still got to the 30. That'll work out if you're Tabari Tripoli. You muff a punt, you get lucky and stay alive. And now the Crusaders looked like they could have been backed inside their own potential 15, but they're all the way at, they mark them out at the 30-yard line exactly. Looked like the official was going to walk a little bit, but we stay at the 30. Singletary leads out again with Miller in the backfield. It's a 3-receiver set with a lone tight end on the right side of the line and Nick Hayward. It appears to be a pretty soft man coverage on the near side. They go to Miller. Miller through the middle. He's met at the line. He might get one. He's fighting forward. My goodness, keep churning Quane Miller. He's going to get 4 yards maybe. The spot looks like it's going to be pretty friendly. I thought it was 3, but looks like maybe 4. They're going to give him 5 yards, so Miller's met at the line of scrimmage and keeps on churning the legs. The 5'9", buck 85 freshman running back makes it 2nd down and 5. Same set, Singletary rolling out to the near side. He looks on the hitch route quickly and underthrows his receiver. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass intended for number 12, Jeremy Barber.
Just missed Barber on that play, was wide open at the line to gain. It'll make it 3rd down and manageable. I think it might have still been 3rd and 1 or 3rd and a half of a yard if that pass is caught near the sideline. But nonetheless, it's 3rd down, this time 3rd and 5. Hayward on the right side of the offensive line, Miller in the backfield. Miller's got the only positive yards. He gets it here. He's met at the line again, but churns forward. He'll get about 4 more, and it'll be 4th down and 1. He's going to go jumbo. You heard the command from Brett Kaminsky. They're bringing in Crocker and Parker Height into the backfield, and the Crusaders will line up to go for it on 4th and 1 on their own 39-yard line. Could be dangerous early on, but this jumbo set has worked so far for the Crusaders. Miller the back. This is old-fashioned football in its finest. Will a hard counter go for it? They're going to send Singletary forward. He got it. The tush push is real in Livonia. Torian Singletary gets the 1st down on 4th and 1.
Singletary with the push for a Crusader. 1st down.
Excuse me. That was Keel Watson under center for that one. Keel Watson checked in the game, and he took the snap under center. Singletary was also out there.
That was Keel Watson with the push for the Crusader 1st down.
So the QB2 for the Crusaders, who's seen time in this season, gets the 1st down on 4th and 1. New set it down to the 41-yard line. Hayward on the right side of the line. See if they give the Miller again. Play action. Singletary rolling out. Pressure off the edge. He hits his man, Amarion Kelly, with a lot of space. Makes a man miss. Tries a stiff arm and does, but knocked out of bounds. It's a crown-to-crown hit nearly, but he's marked down at about the 47-yard line.
Singletary's pass complete to number 1, Amarion Kelly. Forced out of bounds by number 23, Chris Swain, and number 21.
It looked a little dangerous from Swain, but nonetheless, it picks up about 5 yards. On the quick pass to Kelly, the playmaker. He lines up on the far side of the numbers. Soft coverage on him as well. They turn and give to the running back. This one's Williams. Williams through the gap. Puts his head down, gets the 1st. Forward progress will give him the 1st down by about a yard. And it's the backup running back, Nashawn Williams, who checks in the game and gets a big-time carry for 6.
Nashawn Williams on the carry.
Brett Kaminsky, in his coaching careers, ran an air raid offense. He's relied on the pass a lot. But you show up to Livonia with a new crop of talent, and you have 2 freshman running backs that do this. The identity of this team is going to be pound the rock for the next 4 years if these 2 stay. 2 tight ends in the game now for the Crusaders. 2 receivers are the lone ones on the near side of the field through the middle. It's going to be play action. Singletary looking on the quick out the cones, jumps and grabs, but tackled immediately for a gain of 1 yard. Zach Norred read it perfectly, the freshman safety.
Pass complete to number 3, Emerson Combs. Stopped by number 39, Zach Norred.
Crusaders on the plus side as they have 2nd down and 9 from the Cougar. Appears to be the 46-yard line is where Combs was spotted on that play. Kelly one-on-one on the far side with no safety over him. See if they try to take a deep shot, although it is 2nd and long. You don't want to miss that deep shot and have 3rd and long. Hayward on the left side of the line. It still looks to be Williams in the backfield. Can't make out a number right now from the angle. They turn and give it. It's Williams bouncing out to the outside and brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He's brought down for a loss of 1. It's 3rd down and 10. Read it like a book.
Sean Williams on the carry. Stop by number 3, Terry Elias Jr.
Terry Elias Jr., the junior linebacker who had 99 tackles last season. We talked about in the pregame show the looks of with this Crusader offensive line, sending Elias and making them pass the ball, not letting the receivers get time. They do right there, but it was a run play that Elias read perfectly off the edge. 3 receiver set, they turn and fake to Kwame Miller. Singletary looking downfield, got Kelly at the line to gain. The spot will tell the story. I think he got it. It'll be a 1st down. Move the chain, Singletary to Amarion Kelly. I can get used to that connection. 0 to 1. It adds 10 yards and a 1st.
That is a Crusader 1st down.
Crusaders moving the ball methodically. It's been a 5-minute drive so far. They're now inside the 40-yard line. One more 1st down would get them near the red zone. The line to gain remains now the 27. Turns and gives to Miller. Miller cuts back through the A-gap. He's hit hard, but somehow gets a couple yards. I'm telling you, when Kwame Miller runs for the Crusaders, he gets hit at the line almost every time, and somehow, some way, gets 3 to 4 yards.
Hit by number 3.
Getting David Montgomery and the Bears flashbacks. But you have a foundation with this run game, and it's opening up space downfield for Singletary to work with his talented crop of receivers. 3 receivers out to the left. They turn and give to Miller to delayed handoff counter on the far side. Trying to get the edge. He's tackled for a loss of 1. It's going to be 3rd down and long again.
Kwame Miller on the carry. Stop by number 43, Ryan Fitzgerald.
Ryan Fitzgerald, the graduate student linebacker, got to him on that delayed counter. They tried to bounce him out to the far side of the field, but read perfectly once again. The Cougars are stacking that box and really making the Crusaders work for any yards they're going to get. Crusaders have only had luck running and success running when they go through the tackles. Outside has been absolutely nothing. These linebackers are shutting it down at every single instance. Chris Swain showing pressure off the edge. 3 receivers to the right side, the far side of the field. Miller the lone back on the right side. Hit a Singletary. It's 3rd down and about 9. Singletary dropped the snap. He's got pressure. He's got to look quickly for Miller. Miller's tripped up. Will they call anything? It was on a pretty good line, but they won't. They'll wave it off. It'll be 4th down.
Pass intended for number 25, Kwame Miller.
And that's the 2nd snap the Crusaders have dropped so far today, but the last one was a gain of about 15. Temerson Combs in the red zone. The Crusaders keep the offense out for a big-time 4th and 9 early in this ball game. Four receiver set, trips to the right side of Singletary in the gun. 1 back in the backfield, it's still Kwame Miller. 4th down, and we'll call it 9. Singletary doesn't like the look he's getting. It looks like pressure. 5 on the line. 2 linebackers on each edge. See if the Cougars bring the house. Timeout's going to be called by Brett Gaminsky before this big-time 4th down. We'll take a break. Bring you back on the Madonna Athletics Network. It's 4th down and 9 for the Crusaders in the Cougar side of the field.
All right, ready, record. 2, 1, start record.
Madonna University's one-of-a-kind broadcast and cinema arts program prepares you for success. Gain hands-on experience from professors who have worked in the industry. Work in a close, team-driven environment to create high-quality video. Network with industry professionals and gain valuable connections for your future. Come learn and create with us here at Madonna University.
We're back for 4th down and long. It's 4th and 9.
Under the direction of Kevin Del Hutt.
At the Cougar 36-yard line. The Crusaders stack the line themselves with two tight ends, and now a lot of motion. Keel Watson's under center. And now they go Wildcat. And they're going to punt. Oh, Amarion Kelly plays punter trying to pin the Cougars. It's going to be perfect. At the 5-6 yard line, they'll call it. And now it's rolling back to the 5. Amarion Kelly with the Wildcat formation punt. Got him off guard. They pin him at the 5. Now the defense trying to do their job. That's a heck of a play call. I don't think anyone in this building was expecting that to happen.
Hitting the Cougars back to the 5 yard line.
I think we were all expecting probably a slant route over the middle. As the middle of the field's been wide open for the Crusaders today on offense. They haven't been able to take advantage of it. The linebackers have been collapsing in off the edges to stop anything the Crusaders get in the run game. But now, Stuart Ross starts the campaign at the 5 yard line. They're going a bit of jumbo. They bunch up the 3 receivers to the right sideline. Usually means a run through the B gap on the far side. It's a play action pass. He's looking deep. He's got a man. It's caught at the 40. Oh, cutting outside, cutting back inside now, making a man miss, and finally brought down. It was underthrown again, but just burned him off the line was Ronnie Foster.
Stuart Ross pass complete to number 85, Ronnie Foster. Stopped by 0, Jonathan Jordan.
We have seen Stuart Ross air that ball out on first down twice, but not inside your 5. Do you think someone's running a play action? The Crusaders didn't, and they were fooled. Man in motion again. It's the same play. They got the big gain on first time. They go other side. It's scooped up by the running back on the misdirection screen. Cutting inside the 40, cutting at the edge, across the 35 yard line. See where they mark him out of bounds. It's Price again, who has checked in since Plunkett on a big first drive. We haven't got the touchdown. It's been all Price all day. Mario Price gets them inside the 35 yard line. We mark it at the 34. 3 receivers to the left side of Ross. They hand off again to Price. Price has a lot of speed. Now cuts back inside the number. Stiff arms a man, fights through. There's laundry on the field, but for now it'll be a big gain on first.
Mario Price on the carry, brought down by number 12, David Brown. Flag on the play.
See what the penalty marker is and if that run will stand. It looked to be about an 8 yard run on first by Mario Price. And they're going backwards. Holding's going to be called on Kyle Quinn on the outside. It was the man in motion. They move him all the way back to what looks like the 42 yard line. And that'll end the first quarter in Livonia. 14-3 St. Xavier on top, but the Crusaders putting up a battle early on. They have had 2 good offensive drives. One gets stumped, one get points, but you got to get more than that against a team like St. Xavier. We'll take a break, bring it back on the Madonna Athletics Network.
Learn from professors who care about your success.
Prepare to succeed in a life of service to others.
Experience fulfillment in a career you love.
Experience hands-on learning in the classroom.
Prepare for a rewarding career.
My name is Zahra. I'm a nurse practitioner and I'm changing lives.
My name is Brad. I'm a police officer and I'm changing lives.
Madonna University. Learn more at madonna.edu.
We start second quarter action in Livonia. We switch sides now. The Cougars attacking the right side of the screen. checking the spot here before we start the second quarter. Two receivers bounced out on the left side of the screen. There's one running back. It's still Mario Price. High snap. Ross collects, hands off the Price. Price comes through the middle. Gets by a couple linebackers. He's brought down by the back end, but he'll get a big gain on first down after the penalty. And he'll move it back to second down in about, see where the marker is, but it looks like it's going to be 2nd and 6 on the big gain. It's about a 13-yard gain by Price on first down. He's now on the right side hit. Still two receivers on the left and right side of the field. Cougars lined up right inside the left side hash. They hand off Price again. He cuts through the defensive line that fought through. He's going to get the first down and more. Just keep on running the football with Mario Price because he is not having anything go wrong.
Justin Smith and Sheldon Bryant team up for the tackle.
The only plays that Mario Price has had go the wrong way have been on penalties. They bring back in Jesse Plunkett, the grad student running back, to check in after two big Mario Price runs. Move the chains, first down, nearing the red zone. Trips to the right side of Stuart Ross. 7 of 8 for 117 so far. No scores for Ross under center. It's been the run game. He drops back now looking deep. He's going to the corner. That's caught and dropped like a pin. Julian Smith pinpointed to the corner. He burned his man. It was triplet. It's a touchdown for the Cougars.
From Ross to number 4, Julian Smith.
That route by Julian Smith was disgusting. Perfect play call, perfect drop on the routes. And Julian Smith with Stuart Ross, the connection of 18-4 puts up 6. The extra point will make it 21-3 St. Xavier. We're awaiting the officials discussing. Looked like there might have been some extracurriculars after that score. That wouldn't affect the score itself from Stuart Ross to Julian Smith as they connect for a big-time 23-yard touchdown. But could affect where the PAT is applied. It was Tabari triplet after Julian Smith broke to the outside and got the touchdown in the corner, got unsportsmanlike. They're also on the Cougars, we believe. They offset. They say will be enforced on the kickoff. 2 numbers in white got it, and then Tamari triplet for the Crusaders. But nonetheless, at the moment, it's just an extra point attempt to make it a 21-3 ball game for the number 11th ranked Cougars. Kick is up and it's good. 21-3 the score. And now the Crusaders gotta get you need a touchdown on this drive. You cannot have, heaven forbid, a punt back and give St. Xavier the ball up 18 points in the second quarter, but you also just can't settle for 3. With the level and efficiency St. Xavier's scoring at right now, head coach Brett Kaminsky's got to find something, and you need a big play from your special teams. That has been hot and cold today. A few big returns on the other side, but the return team has also led up a huge 80-yard return by Julian Smith, who now is having himself a ball game. His first catch of the game goes for a 23-yard touchdown. He also had that big return. He's got 2 returns for 109 yards with a long of 80. They're enforcing it on the kickoff and the penalty, so the Cougars will kick from their own 20-yard line. The Crusaders are lined up at their 20-yard line to return, so looking to get good field position for Singletary in the offense. It's Aiden Napier and Tamari triplet. Triplet on the far side of your screen, Napier on the near side. Lined up at the Crusader 19, maybe 20-yard line. Kyle Quinn, the wide receiver / kickoff specialist, kicks this one return by one of the up men at the 35-yard line. Cutting in, looking for room to get going to the 45, fighting through to the 46, and finally brought down. Looked like it was Hyder Alshiblowy on the up men return, and the Crusaders will start their offensive attack from the 46-yard line on their own side. Gotta draw up your best plays right here if you're Brett Gaminsky. You need something to go your way. You don't want this thing to be over before it started, but St. Xavier has come out of the gates firing here in Livonia. They motion out the running back, and they look for him on a quick swing. It's read pretty well by the DBs of the Cougars, but to the outside is Miller fighting to the 50-yard line for about a gain of 4. It was read perfectly by the defense, but Miller able to get the speed to the outside.
Stop by number 39, Zach
Looked like it was Kevin Countryman charging in. Zach Norred, the safety, bit forward and read the sweep perfectly, but could not tackle Miller. Miller got the edge and gets a gain. 2nd down and 6 for the Crusaders. They swap and bring in Nyshawn Williams. Lone receiver on the left side, near side of your screen is Amarion Kelly. No safety help over the top would make Mel Kiper really happy. Dropping back is Singletary. It blows up. He's got to shovel this one out of bounds. It was intended for Combs, so no intentional grounding, but he was hit hard off the edge. And he's down and he's not getting up. Injury timeout for the signal caller.
Learn from professors who care about your success.
Prepare to succeed in a life of service to others.
Experience fulfillment in a career you love.
Madonna University. Learn more at madonna.edu.
Learn from professors who care about your success.
Prepare to succeed in a life of service to others.
Experience fulfillment in a career you love.
Experience hands-on learning in the classroom.
Prepare for a rewarding career.
My name is Sarah. I'm a nurse practitioner and I'm changing lives.
My name is Brad. I'm a police officer and I'm changing lives.
Madonna University. Learn more at madonna.edu.
After the injury timeout, it brings in Keel Watson as Torian Singletary heads to the sideline, see if he can return to the game in any way, shape, or form. But it's the 6'4 sophomore under center now. 3 receivers set. Nyshawn Williams right behind the left side hip. He'll drop back, play action pass, looking to the short side of the field. He's got Combs near the marker. Combs trying to fight forward progression. No, it'll be 4th down and about 3 yards as Combs tried to fight back. Might have been able to put his shoulder down and maybe get to 4th and 1, but it's going to be 4th and 3.
Brought down by number 39, Zach Norred.
Jumbo set with Hayward on the left side of the line. It's still Williams in the backfield for 4th down and 3. 2 receivers set. It's Combs and Kelly on the near side. Trying to hard count, but no one biting on the Cougar side of the 50. And we're going to get a timeout from Brett Gaminsky. We'll see if they elect to go for it or try to pin the Cougars again. Last time they pinned them, however, it didn't go well for the black and blue.
All right, ready, record. 2, 1, start record.
Madonna University's one-of-a-kind broadcast and cinema arts program prepares you for success. Gain hands-on experience from professors who have worked in the industry. Work in a close, team-driven environment to create high-quality video. Network with industry professionals and gain valuable connections for your future. Come learn and create with us here at Madonna University.
Timeout by the Crusaders. Their second of the half. They have one remaining. 4th down and 3 still on the Cougar 46. They got to get to the 43-yard line. Man in motion is the tight end, Hayward. Watson drops back, gives to Williams, and he's met, and he's tackled for a big loss. He's swarmed, and it's going to be Cougar ball on the plus side of the field. Absolutely blown up, red all the way. They committed, and they got the big TFL. Cougars will take over on the offensive side of the ball.
Ball turns over on downs. First down for the Cougars.
First down and 10 for St. Xavier. They mark them back down, so they take forward progress for Williams. Trips to the right side of Ross. One receiver in the left, they turn and hand off to Plunkett. Plunkett bounces to the outside. He'll get a forward gain and charge forward for about 5 yards. This running game for an offense that historically has the rep of being air raid and relying on the wide receivers. My goodness, can they run the football?
Jesse Plunkett on the carry. Brought down by number 7, Coleman.
Pressure has not been in the vocabulary for the Crusaders today. They have not been able to collapse the pocket. Stuart Ross is just sitting comfortably. Man in motion. The low snap to Stewart. He looks deep. He's got a man trying to recover. Back shoulder fade. Can't be caught by Markwell Porter, the junior wide receiver. Was the target, but pretty good coverage from the Crusaders. It was Paul McLeod, who's having a pretty solid game. Played safety to start, but has moved to DB at the cornerback position. He's been pretty good in coverage so far. It's 3rd down and 6 yards. Third and 6. 4 receiver set. Trips on the near side. It's the wide side of the field. Crusaders showing that they're rushing 4. Dropping back in zone coverage. They have a high linebacker as well. Set up 5 yards past the line of the game. They're going to hand it off to Plunkett. Plunkett puts his head down at the marker. What will the spot say? It's going to be close. We'll see what they say. It looks like it's going to be 4th and 1. It's going to be 4th and a breath.
Stop short of the line of game by number 30, Sam Bauer.
When the Crusaders had this situation, they put Keel Watts under center and they shoved him forward. Good news for the Crusaders, though. Torian Singletary is on the sideline with his helmet in his hand. He's talking to Amarion Kelly. He looks like he's ready to go back in. But the defense got to get the ball back to the offense for that to happen. It's a jumbo set. They go jumbo, Wildcat going forward, that's gone, touchdown, no, what a tackle! Oh, what a shoestring tackle on the outside! Brought him down somehow. Wrapped up and avoided a touchdown. It was easy house call.
Ryan Fitzgerald on the carry.
Fitzgerald, the linebacker, under center. Got the direct snap, went to the left side, bounced outside the tackles, got the first and looked like he had more. Nonetheless, 1st and 10, nearing the 30-yard line, set up at the 32. Plunkett to the right side, hip of Ross. He drops back, looks to the left side at the quick out route. It's miscued and directly through the hands on the backside shoulder of his intended receiver, Brant Hickson.
Stuart Ross's pass intended for number 8, Brant Hickson.
Second and 10 now. Ball still spun on the 32, the line to gain the 22. Crusaders aren't showing much on the line in terms of pressure. It's a 3-man rush showing off the line. 1 linebacker in the box. I'd run this football. And they will. Here's Plunkett bouncing outside to the left. He's got speed and more. Finally going to be wrapped up. It's going to be 3rd down and manageable. 3rd and maybe 4. It's going to be 3rd down and about 4 yards. They actually give a pretty friendly spot for the Crusaders.
3rd down for the Cougars.
It's a friendly spot for the Crusaders. It's 3rd and 5. Plunkett in the backfield, the right side hip of Ross. Big third down, man in motion. They fake and give the Plunkett. Plunkett bouncing outside. He's got the first and more to the 20. Cutting outside of the 15, 10-yard line. Put his shoulder down. Still going inside the 10 to about the 7. These running backs for a historically air raid offense are just destroying the Crusaders. They haven't been able to draw pressure. The Crusaders look like they're content with staying back, and they have made them pay on the offensive end with Plunkett and Price. It's Price again to the left side. Hip now checking after the big Plunkett third down conversion. First in goal, trips to the right side of Ross. He drops back, hands off to Price. Price moving through. He's got space, but brought down on a good tackle. A recovery tackle by Tabari Triplett.
Mario Price on the carry, brought down by number 24, Nick Miller.
All spotted at the 7-yard line. So a gain of 0 at second down and goal. Trips now to the left side on the wide side of the field. Crusaders look a little confused defensively. They show rushing 5. They rush 6. Bring the house. Ross looks corner. Wide open. No one in the area code. Brant Hickson. It's a touchdown. There's laundry on the field. It's declined. It's on the Crusaders. And it's 28-3.
Brant Hickson. Flag on the field.
Offsides the call. It's declined. And Brant Hickson, we said the Crusaders looked confused. Well, they looked confused on the slot receiver who was wide open in the corner of the end zone at the conclusion of that play. There wasn't a defender in the same zip code. Barring the extra point, which is up and good, it's 28-3. With 8 minutes remaining in the second quarter. This Crusader offense on the first drive of the game, they march down inside the red zone. They get near the 10-yard line. They end up settling for 3, but it looked promising. But then it was that 80-yard return by Julian Smith that squandered any momentum built from the offensive drive. And since then, it's been all St. Xavier all day. After that tough multiple score loss to St. Thomas in a top 10 battle that saw the Cougars on the wrong end and dropped to number 11 in the rankings. They have come out of the gate firing here in Livonia, trying to make a statement. After an 8-4 season last year, undefeated in the conference. Kyle Quinn once again back to kick. Quinn kicks to the far side. It's going to be fielded around the 15-yard line. In stride by Napier. Cutting to the outside. Cuts inside the 30. Now back outside or out the 33-yard line. He runs out of bounds. We'll see where they mark him out. But the Crusader offense will start near the 33. And Torian Singletary appears to be going back out. He's in the huddle with Coach Kaminsky. We'll see if the junior goes back under center after a little bit of a scare that saw him grabbing at his left side shoulder collarbone area. Had a collarbone scare in week number 1. Singletary goes back out under center for this Crusader offense starting at the 33-yard line. 7:54 to play here in the second. 28-3 the score in favor of the Cougars from St. Xavier. It's a 2 tight end set. Lone receiver on the left and right. Kelly's one-on-one on the near side. They turn and they give to the lone back. It's Miller. Miller trying to fight forward. He's met at the line. He's not going to get anything. They're stacking the box, and they've been able to keep the Crusaders to nothing more than about 4, maybe 5-yard line. 5 yards on a run.
Brought down by number 23.
The longest run the Crusaders have today is 8. They give them nothing. It's 2nd and 10. Singletary, hands off to the back again. Miller, he fights through the middle. Will pick up a few this time, make it about 5, and make it 3rd and medium. Big third down for the Crusaders. You do not want to give the ball back to St. Xavier with a lot of time in this second quarter. It's already 28-3. Singletary with two receivers on the far wide side of the field. Pressure showing, high snap. Blown up Miller on the block. He somehow gave his quarterback some time. Singletary to the edge. Will get back to the line of scrimmage. But Kwame Miller was in the way and the train ran through. In the wise words of Priest Hall, pass protection is not easy.
Singletary on the run.
The punt unit goes on the field. It's going to be a 3-and-out for the Crusaders. Reese Greenfelder back to punt. He will set up, and it's going to be a fake. He's going to pull it back. He's got the first down and more. Reese Greenfelder to the opposite side of the 50. That was not drawn up. The protection got blown. He had to pull back, or that thing was going 6 the other way. But the offense goes back out in the field, and Brett Kaminsky, I don't know if he threw it up or not, but Reese Greenfelder moves the chains.
Stop by number 15, Ryan McFadden.
17 yards for the punter. He waited a long time to punt that thing. It was going that way. It was going to the right side of the screen for 6 yards and a special teams touchdown. But instead, it goes 17 yards to the left. And Keel Watson's under center now. He's got Miller on the right side. Hip trips to the left side of the field. He looks to the left side of the field, the wide side. He steps in the pocket, a lot of room to run. At the 40, puts down his shoulders, dives forward for a gain of 9 yards. Watson 6'4", 210 and can run. You gotta make sure you have a spy on him, because if Keel Watson sees a lane, he's got the green light to go. Maybe that Greenfelder punt fake for 17 in the first was exactly what the Crusaders needed. They go 4 receiver set. Watson drops back. He's looking to the short side of the field. It's blown up. He's got room to run. He goes to the check down to Miller. First down. There's a flag on the play. This one's going to be coming back, I have a feeling. He had a little bit too much time. It was thrown at about the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by number 3.
By the back line.
Junior. Flag on the play.
I imagine it's a holding call, and this will be coming back for second down and long. They're going to call an eligible man downfield. They're calling an ineligible man downfield on Emerson Combs. He's a wide receiver. That's not physically possible. They claim it's an ineligible man downfield on Emerson Combs. There's no way it was on Emerson Combs. That has to be a mix-up, but they claim number 3 was illegally downfield, but he's a wide receiver. I'd like to know how that works. Can somebody enlighten me? Nonetheless, it brings it back to about second down and 6 yards. St. Xavier's going to call timeout. I think we all need to figure out what just happened. We'll take a break, bring it back on the Madonna Athletics Network.
Learn from professors who care about your success.
Prepare to succeed in a life of service to others.
Experience fulfillment in a career you love.
Madonna University. Learn more at madonna.edu.
We're back after the timeout called by the Cougars before the 2nd down and 6 play at the Cougar 40-yard line for the Crusader offense. Singletary back under center for the Crusaders. It's a 4-man front with no linebackers in the box because there's no one in the backfield. 5 wide set. The officials are signaling something to each other.
5 minutes on the clock.
They want 5 minutes on the clock. They reset and add a few seconds. Torian Singletary lined up in the gun. He's relaying to Omarion Kelly and Emerson Combs before the eventual play. The 3 receivers on the left side of the field are Combs, Kelly, and Barber. 2 on the far side, right. And Singletary drops back. This is blown up from the edge. What a ball through the middle. First down, Crusaders. A perfect route through the middle by Ireland. And the Crusaders get a big-time chain mover.
Fast completion number 10, Jacob Ireland.
Right on the money. Found Ireland through the middle and threaded the needle. Part of being a quarterback is anticipation of routes to be developed. Singletary trusted Ireland there. Still a 5 wide set. They switch sides and split the field. It's Connor LaCourte in the game on the near side. Singletary blown up. He rolls out to the right side. He's got a man on the flat, but looking deep. It's caught. No! He went out of bounds, so there's a flag now late. The receiver ran out of bounds before the catch. The line judge will signal. We'll see what the flag is on the play. I don't think it would have stood anyways, but almost a big play to Jeremy Barber. Awaiting the decision on the flag. Oh, they call illegal touching on Barber. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. More. They go back finally. Didn't look like they were going to, but it's going to be 2nd down and 15. He went to go catch the football after stepping out of bounds, and now more conversations happening with the officials. We're waiting to see what's going on as the officials are trying to decide what is happening here in Livonia. They correct their mistake and make it 2nd and 10. There's no loss of yardage, just loss of down on the play. It's 2nd down and 10. Three receivers, on the far side of the field. Lone back is still Miller. Singletary drops back. He's looking far side. Play blows up. He goes through the hole in the pocket. He splits up at the 25 at the 20-yard line. First down. Move the chain. Singletary gets the first in the red zone for the Crusaders with 4. They need a touchdown drive to answer the standing Xavier onslaught.
Another Crusader.
It's been an onslaught of offense from the Cougars. And the Crusaders need something to go their way before the halftime break in 3:51 and change. Three receivers on the left side of Singletary, Miller on the right side hip. Lone receivers LaCourte on the right side. He looks on the near side. It's going to be quickly overthrown to Ireland. Almost intercepted by the defense. It was Terry Elias.
12, Jeremy Barber.
Almost got that one, the linebacker in coverage.
Terry Elias Jr. in coverage.
He's been everywhere. And this Crusader team now faces a 2nd down and 10. The line to gain inside the 10-yard line. This is where their offense got on the first drive of the game before being stumped and settling for the 3 points they have on the board. Hayward on the left side, wing of the offensive line. Miller on the left side, hit by Singletary. 2 receivers out wide on the near side of the field. They hand off to Miller fighting through. He lost his footing and will be taken down at the line. Tackled by the aura of the defensive line.
Tommy Miller on the carry. 43, Ryan Fitzgerald with the tackle.
It's going to be 3rd down and 11. They mark him as a loss of 1. Still Hayward on the left side wing, showing pressure, turning play action pass over the middle, deflected! Wide open, going to the end zone was Nick Hayward, but the linebackers got their hands on it. What a play defensively, the field goal unit on the field.
By number 43, Ryan Fitzgerald.
Ryan Fitzgerald has been everywhere today. He had a big pickup on a 4th down out of the backfield Wildcat. Almost had a touchdown and breaks up a touchdown right there over the middle to Hayward. Singletary just didn't put enough touch on the ball. Stojanovic out on the field once again, set up at the 26 for a 36-yard field goal. Make it 37. Kick is blocked. It was low and blocked off the line, and the drive comes up empty. St. Xavier takes over with 2:48 on the clock in their own territory, inside their own 20, trying to go the length of the field nearly to break the 30 mark and make it a 4-touchdown game potentially or more. Ball's at the 20 for Stuart Ross in the offense. 28-3 the score, 2:48 for St. Xavier to move the ball downfield, but with the way they've been moving the ball, they might not need all 2:48. They have been spectacular. 2 receivers on each side, dropping back as Rossi's looking deep. He's going deep. He's got a man deep. It's caught at the 50, taken down at the opposing 45-yard line. But it's Julian Smith. The deep ball for Stuart Ross has been spectacular today.
To number 4, Julian Smith. Tackled by 0, Jonathan.
It was man coverage with no safeties over the top, and the Crusaders have not been able to do anything when they send out that defensive look. The athleticism of Smith, Hickson, Quinn, Bryant, Foster, and Callahan have been unreal in the wide receiver groups. It's stripped to the right side with Julian Smith lined up in the slot. Ross will turn and give to his lone back. It's going to be Tyrese Lee. Lee is spinning forward, and he'll be taken down after a modest gain of about 7. Sounds weird to say modest gain of about 7, but with how this offense have been running the ball, the average carry for Price and Plunkett at 6. Fitzgerald with a carry also has 9 for his average. It's going to be the 2-minute timeout here in Livonia. 28-3 the score in favor of the Cougars, and they're moving the ball, trying to get north of the 30 mark here on the Madonna Athletics Network.
All right, ready to record? 2, 1, start record.
Madonna University's one-of-a-kind broadcast and cinema arts program prepares you for success. Gain hands-on experience from professors who have worked in the industry. Work in a close, team-driven environment to create high-quality video. Network with industry professionals and gain valuable connections for your future. Come learn and create with us here at Madonna University.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. So far, it's been all Cougars all day. Stuart Ross in the gun with trips to the right side of the field. He turns and gives it Tyrese Lee. Once again, he fights through the 30. Makes a man miss. Tackle the 20. There's a flag on the play, but Tyrese Lee is continuing the magnificent running game the Cougars have established in Livonia.
Jonte Nichols, flag on the play.
Personal foul on the defense. It'll move the ball a long ways. And now inside the red zone after the Tyrese Lee run. With 1:53 to go in the second. It's going to be first down right outside the 10. They are set up at around the 11, maybe 12-yard line. But there's no chains right now, so the chain gain has to get moving before Stuart Ross set to deliver. Trips to the right side of the field. He turns and gives it to Tyrese Lee again. He's met in the backfield. He's fighting forward, but wrapped up by a barrage of Crusaders at the line to gain.
Tyrese Lee on the carry. Stopped by number 55, Bobby Martin, and number 12, David Brown.
Still the trips to the right. Look for Ross. See if he elects to air this one out. Looking for another touchdown in his night. The power, he'll give it to Lee. Lee bouncing around, and he's got a lot of space. He's finally met inside the 10. But Tyrese Lee showing the juke moves right there.
Tyrese Lee with the carry.
Timeout, St. X.
Stopped by number 12, David Brown.
With 1:02 to go, 28-3 here in the first half. At Livonia, Michigan. Crusaders trying to stop the entourage of offense by the Cougars.
Learn from professors who care about your success.
Prepare to succeed in a life of service to others.
Experience fulfillment in a career you love.
Madonna University. Learn more at madonna.edu.
All right, ready, record. 2, 1, start record.
Madonna University's one-of-a-kind broadcast and cinema arts program prepares you for success. Gain hands-on experience from professors who have worked in the industry. Work in a close, team-driven environment to create high-quality video. Network with industry professionals and gain valuable connections for your future.
Out of the timeout called by the Cougars, 28-3 with just north of 60 seconds to play. It's going to be a third down option with a bunch formation on the left side hash. 4 receivers set. Ross looks, goes to the lone receiver on the near side, overthrows the intended target of Ronnie Foster. It will be a fourth down in the field goal unit on the field, trying to make it 31-3. Setting up at the 15-yard line for a 25-yard try. Peyton Baines, the graduate student, setting up for his first attempt tonight. Nothing but PAT so far. It's up and it's good. And it's 31-3 in favor of the Cougars. 57 seconds remain here in the half. The Crusaders get the ball, and they'll get the ball out of the locker room. You got a long way to go in a short period of time with only one timeout to your name. This Crusader offense has to move the ball if they're trying to get there. They have not aired it out yet. And to go this length, or we'll see if Coach Kaminsky will just elect to knee it out and go to the half. Try to play it safe with the way this defense looks on the side of the white and red. You do not want to risk 6 to going the other way and it being potentially 38-3. Going to be fielded around the 10-yard line by the Upmen. In Hayner, he's going to the outside, met at the 38, maybe 40-yard line, but brought back down. A pretty good return. The return men for the Crusaders have been solid today. That's Napier.
Aiden Napier on the return, stopped by number 44, Vince Knight, and 24, Bruce Pendleton.
Now the offense looking to get something going. They got 49 seconds to play. Four receivers set, balanced out to the right and left of Keel. Watch under center. He looks at the quick out route to Combs, but it's thrown into the coaching staff of the Cougars. It'll be incomplete. 45 seconds to play. Second down and 10 now for the Crusaders. Watson with Williams in the backfield. He signals on the left side. Looking like they're going to bring pressure. Showing a 5-man rush. They back off and only rush 3. Time for Watson. Pocket collapses. He's going to be brought down by a barrage on the line. That's David Burton, the redshirt freshman. And I believe the Crusaders will just elect to take this one to the locker room now as the clock's ticking under 30 seconds to play. Dropping back and just going to be a handoff now as Watson taking it himself. Actually, he'll go on the far side. He's brought down, and that'll take us to the halftime break as the Crusaders had a rough one. St. Xavier had some fun. They lead big time here at the half. It's 31-3 in favor of the Cougars. Don't go anywhere. We'll bring it back in just a moment for second half action in Livonia between the number 11 St. Xavier Cougars and the Madonna Crusaders. Second half action in Livonia. It's a 31-3 lead for the visiting Cougars from St. Xavier. They have come out firing as the Crusaders will get the ball first. In the second half, it's an offense that had their moments and have not had their moments, to say the absolute least. Torian Singletary under center, 6 of 12 for 59 yards. Keel Watson adds 18 of his own, and he has the only sack recorded. 35 yards on the ground from Kwame Miller. He leads the way. Reese Greenfeller, the punter, is the second leading rusher with 17. And on the other side of the field, St. Xavier has been all over the place. 182 and 2 tutties with a 71 completion percentage from Stuart Ross. Just Plunkett with 45 yards on the ground, 7 yards per carry from Lee. Price added 6. 2 touchdowns to Plunkett and Price, 1 apiece. Receiving, it's been all Julian Smith and Quinn. Julian Smith with 2 for 59 on the touchdown, 4 for 52 from Quinn. And Foster's been the deep ball guy. He's got 2 for 44. The other touchdown from Stuart Ross was to Hickson in the back of the end zone on the defensive miscommunication from the Crusaders. We start off action with Kyle Quinn set to kick from his own 35 to the Crusaders. See what Brett Kaminsky drew up in the locker room. Quinn sets up, back to return. It's Napier and Triplett for the Crusaders. They need something to go their way offensively. They had a few drives but got squandered in scoring position. Had a field goal blocked and then settled for 3 on the first drive of the game. That one's fielded by Napier at around the 9-yard line. He goes to the far side of the field, cuts up the middle, cuts back up to the far side numbers. He cuts to the 25, knocked out of bounds to the 26-yard line. 26-yard line. They will start their drive from. They're going to give him a friendly spot. Say it's at the 27, so it'll be a nice 17-yard return. See what signal caller for the Crusaders goes out under center. Remember, Torian Singletary, who is going out there to play quarterback here on this first drive, took a hard hit. Looked like it could have been roughing the passer, trying to scramble away from pressure in a collapsed pocket. He came out of the game for the moment when that occurred, but now he's back in with Kwame Miller, the one lone back on the left side. They motion out a receiver. It's 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Amarian Kelly, the lone on the far side with sagged off coverage. They turn and give to Miller. Miller through the middle is met at the line and maybe gets a half of a yard. Quickly off the edge, was tackled down. Was smoked by Chris Swain, the linebacker, showing pressure. And that's something that St. Xavier has done so well. The epitome of these teams, the Crusaders, have not been able to get pressure in the pocket of Stuart Ross and stop the running game from opening up downfield lanes. For St. Xavier, they have absolutely bullied the Crusaders in the trenches. 4 receivers set. Singletary looks from the far side. The quick hitch route to Marion Kelly makes him a miss at the first down marker, and more at the 40, taken out of the 42-yard line. Get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Amarion Kelly makes his 3rd catch of the game. He's now north of 25 yards receiving after that 12-yard gain. He's got 37 through the air. 27 through the air. Same 4 receiver set. Singletary drops back now, looks to the near side of the field in the flat for Miller. Miller makes a man miss, trying to break free of a wrapped-up tackle from Terry Elias, the linebacker who's been all over the place defensively.
Pass completion number 25, Kwame Miller. Stopped by number 3, Terry Elias Jr.
Elias makes his 4th tackle. It's Norred, the safety, that leads the way in tackles for the Cougar defense. Miller on the right side, hip of Singletary. First down, now set up at the 42-yard line, trying to get on Cougar side. Singletary's going to roll out of a collapsed pocket. He's got a lot of space on the run. He's pointing downfield, fakes the downfield attack, and will step out of bounds after a gain of about 6 yards on the scramble. Faked it out, pointed Combs down deep into the high safety. He ran out of bounds. As the Crusaders nearing midfield. That'll be 2nd down. Or excuse me, 3rd down.
Singletary with one tight end on the left side of the line. He turns and fakes hand off to Miller. He looks for a quick hitch route to Amarion Kelly. Makes a man miss, gets the first down and more. Kelly across the midfield all the way to the Cougar 40-yard line. Amarion Kelly has been magnificent moving the football. They've gotten the ball in the hands of their playmaker, and he's done fantastic things so far early on. Amarion Kelly, the Southern Oregon transfer. They now line up Hayward on the right side. Amarion Kelly on the near side. They hand off to Nashawn Williams through the middle. He's met trying to split the B gap. He's going to get about 2, maybe the 3. They're going to mark him actually short and give him a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 upcoming for the Crusader offense. They have not had fun running the football. As a team, just 2.4 yards a carry, and it's 6.3 on the opposite end. They're averaging nearly 9 yards per catch. They run trips to the left side, 4 receivers set for Singletary, 2nd down and 9 at the Cougar 39-yard line. Turn, Williams gets the fake, goes for pass, pro block. It's put out to Emerson Combs at on the 35-yard line, spinning towards the 30-yard line. He's decked. He got decked near the first down marker. They're going to give him the first, so Singletary to Combs gets a first down and moves the chains. They stack 2 receivers on the near side. It's Sabah and Barber. And they hand off through the middle and get a modest gain of about 4. They're going to give him 3 on the carry. Nashawn Williams gets 3 yards on the carry. Spot might have been a tad friendly. Actually, looks like to be 2nd and 6. 4 receivers set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Still, it's now Kwame Miller in the backfield. Singletary's going to air this one out. It's picked off. Did he get his feet inbounds? He did. What a pick. And who else but Ryan Fitzgerald, who's been everywhere today. Singletary sailed it, and Fitzgerald an acrobatic INT from the linebacker. Turn it over to the Cougar offense. A promising Crusader drive comes up empty. Bring back out Stuart Ross onto the field. It's been a running game that's been electric. They go to Tyrese Lee, bouncing on the outside. He breaks a tackle, and now we'll get past the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a gain of about 2, maybe 3 yards. Tyrese Lee, 6 foot 215. Toron Yancey on the tackle.
Held by number 36, Tyrese Clayton.
Crusaders still showing to the 4-man front with 1 linebacker in the box. They appear to be playing man coverage with 2 high safeties. They're going to go quickly to the outside. It's going to be picked off by the Crusaders. There is a flag on the play as there was a hit delivered by Paul McLeod to the blind side of the intended receiver. It was a quick out route led perfectly. We'll see what the flag is, but for the moment it's Crusader football.
There is a flag on the play.
I believe it's not going to stand. He got there really early, and I think it's going to be pass interference. Pass interference called on McLeod as he was there very early and delivered a hard hit to the far side shoulder of the intended receiver. And instead of Crusader football in plus territory, it's going to be a first down and a new set for the St. Xavier offense. Crusader sideline visibly upset by that call, but it's the right one by the officiating crew today. Should be 15 yards up the field. We're still waiting for a spot. Ross now in the gun with two receivers to the right side of the field for him. Moving over for the slot. He's looking deep, and he's got a man deep, and there's not a defender in the area code. At the 50-yard line, went backwards, now trying to get the edge. At the 35, 30, 20, 15, stutter, step tackled at the 10. He was so wide open, it wasn't even funny. And Stuart Ross is having a game.
Stop by 30, Sam Bauer, and 36, Tyrese Claiborne.
Claiborne and Bauer eventually get to him, but just like that, St. Xavier's in the red zone. They set up first down at the 11-yard line. After the deep ball through the middle seam on the motion. Quick screen passes, read perfectly through the hands of Triplett. That was 6 the other way. He just missed it, but a good read by Tabari Triplett.
Pass intended for number 10, David Mays.
It was a perfect read, blew up the intended screen pass, but man, oh man, you read 6 the other way if you're Tabari Triplett. Lone back in the game still is Tyrese Lee, listed as the backup on the depth chart for the Cougars. Crusaders showing the rush forward. They hand off to Lee through the middle. He's met at the line. He might get 2 yards. And it's going to make it third down and not goal. The line to gain the 1-yard line, so you can pick up the first and reset the chains. But for the Crusaders, trying to force 3 after the deep ball was completed.
Third down for the Cougars.
It's going to be third down and modest. Dropping back, looking. It's blown up. Tommy Larson's going to get to him. It's down D'Ambrosio under center, and Tommy Larson takes him down for his first sack of the ball game. The Crusaders forced a field goal unit onto the field, and the defense makes a stand after the long ball. Gave him a scare. Setting up at the 24-yard line. Dennis's kick is up, and it nearly got blocked off the edge by McDonald, but it's good. And it's a 34-3 lead for St. Xavier. But Madonna makes a stand. It was 1st and 10 from the 11. They forced 3 after the sack from Tommy Larson. And now the Crusader offense that has looked promising at times, but once again, those costly turnovers and a few just missed opportunities on the offensive end. They take over trying to get their first touchdown at home of the year. On that drive that led to 3, once again, remember it was that deep ball by St. Xavier that got them in the red zone, but the Crusaders make the stop. Deep ball was complete to Adam Alcantar, the junior from Chicago. Can be fielded by Napier at around the 8-yard line. He starts the return from his own 8. Moving through the middle, he's going to be met around the 30-yard line and forced out of bounds. The Crusaders have gotten fairly well distance on kickoff returns, but their offense has not been able to do anything. They've moved the football, but have not been able to finish.
Napier on the return.
Singletary drops back. He looks. His route was taken from Kelly. He improvises. Goes to Kelly. Caught at the 40. Kelly across the 50. Cuts inside 45-40. He's got blockers at the 30-yard line. Cutting inside the 25. Taken down. Improvisation 0-1 equals a lot. The Crusaders are nearing the red zone. One play into the drive. Kelly was shaken up a little bit after the big run and catch. But the Crusaders are moving the football. Still 4 receivers set for Singletary. He's looking Kelly's way again. It's shut down. He goes off the flat to Miller. Miller collects out the fingertips. Tackled by 3 defenders. It was a shoestring by Elias, but taken down, and a flag is thrown at the end of the play. It was a 41-yard pass from Singletary to Kelly on the improvisation. To get the Crusaders here, a good play. There's Singletary talking back at the sideline. They're relaying information. I believe Watson's going to go in the game. I don't think Singletary... Singletary's just was pointing at his collarbone again, but then just grabs a water bottle and looks to appear to be in the game. Penalty is assessed to St. Xavier. It's going to be half the distance to the goal. It was a targeting call. After Kwame Miller was shoestring by Elias Terry, he was falling to the ground anyways, but was smoked. Coming out from the strong side, the safety. And now the Crusaders have a dangerous opportunity to get their first touchdown. Crusaders inside the 10, first and goal. They stack bracket both receivers on each side of the field, 2 to each. Lone back and left side hip is Miller. Singletary dropped the snap. He'll fall on at the 15-yard line. That is not what you wanted on your first and goal play. Second and goal from the 15 coming up for the Crusader offense. They're bringing in Nick Hayward into the game as well as Jeremy Barber. Hayward on the left side of the offensive line. 2 receivers to the left side of Singletary. Combs, the lone receiver on the right side, short side of the field. Miller in the backfield. He turns and gives to Miller. Miller bouncing through the B gap. He'll go forward across the 15, get a modest gain of about maybe 3 yards at most. See where they spot him, but it's going to be third down and goal.
Tony Miller on the carry, stop by number 90, Tomas Williams.
Same formation, two receivers on the left, lone receiver on the far side of the field is Emerson Combs in press coverage, no safety help. Hayward on the left side of the offensive line, Miller on the left side, hip of Singletary. He drops back in the gun, play action pass, no, he'll give to Miller on third and goal from the 14. He's met at the line, field goal unit will go on the field. I do not think Brett Kaminsky wanted that handoff. It looked like a miscommunication as he steps onto the field. Field goal unit will go out there. Last attempt got blocked. We'll see if they can put up more points on the board. Terry Elias Jr., who's been all over the place, the junior linebacker, captain of this defense, made the tackle on the play. Set up from about the 20-yard line. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Crusaders get more points on the board, and it's 34-6. We believe that ball was tipped, but somehow goes through still. A little lucky of a bounce, not enough on it to keep it away. The Crusaders still trail, but have made some big defensive stops, a big defensive stand on the goal line in this quarter. And they get 3 on the board to match the St. Xavier field goal. It's 34-6 with 4:39 to play here in the third quarter. Crusaders kick away now. It's going to be an onside kick through the middle, and it's going to be read perfectly. Flag is over. Don't think that thing traveled 10 yards, but taken at the 50 by the Upmen. Not fooled by the onside kick from Stojanovic. So at the given moment, St. Xavier is going to start with pretty darn good field position, trying to extend their lead that currently stands at 28. Awaiting the final word on what the flag is and what it stands as. But for the given moment, the offense setting up at the 50-yard line with the idea that it's going forward some more. We'll wait. The officials moving semi-slowly here. Dom D'Ambrosio waiting. Dom D'Ambrosio at 67 yards through the air on just one completion. 1 for 2. It was that deep ball. Still waiting for the spot. A near millennium after the flag. And they move it forward. Can be set up at the Crusader 43. Short field for D'Ambrosio. He's got a 4-receiver set. Trips to the right side. One lone back on his right side hip. Crusaders showing pressure off the line. They turn and give to the back. Bounces to the outside. He's going to get a lot of positive yards and more. At the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. 43-yard touchdown run right away as if nothing ever happened. They waited for the spot after the flag, and St. Xavier just gives to their sophomore running back, KJ Divine Woods, and he sends it 43 to the house. Make it 40-6 for the Cougars. He bounced outside. Shifty move right there to bounce to the left side of the tackle. And just like that, St. Xavier, after a goal line stand by the Crusaders last drive, all water finds a level, a 43-yard run by Divine Woods. Kick is up and it's good, 41-6.
Point after try is good.
Crusader offense will get the ball right back, but it's been all Cougars all day after that 43-yard touchdown run by Divine Woods. It now gives St. Xavier 140 yards on the ground. They have 249 through the air between Ross with 182 and then D'Ambrosio just 1 for 2, but it was a 67-yard long ball. Alcantar's the leading receiver now with 1 catch but 67 yards. For the Crusaders, Amarion Kelly has 86 yards on 5 receptions, including a long of 45. Napier backing up. He'll take this one at the 6-yard line and start to return. He's been pretty good at it so far. Bounces back on the near side. He's going to be met at around the 25-yard line and tackled out of bounds by a duo of defenders in white and red. The Crusaders will start their offensive attack from maybe the 24, 25-yard line. We'll see where the spot is before this Crusader offense takes charge. When the Crusader offense is firing, it's on quick hitch routes with the soft coverage from the defensive backs of the Cougars, or it's when they give Torian Singletary the option to improvise. He has a 5-receiver set, trips to the right, 2 on the left side. They go quickly, and that one was read perfectly and nearly to the house. It was that quick hitch route that they've been doing pretty well all day, intended for Jeremy Barber, but almost went the other way.
Jeremy Barber, broken up by number 5, Bruce Pendleton.
Bruce Pendleton on the play right there. Almost took it 6 the other way. We have yet to see a defensive touchdown today. Tavari Triplett nearly had a 90-yard pick 6, but just missed it. And there was almost one right there that would have been good for 25. Second down and 10. Singletary still with 5 wide. He'll scramble out to the right, make a man miss on the blitz. He scrambles a lot of time on the bootleg. He's looking and floats this one out of bounds. Third down and 10 incoming for the Crusader offense, threatening with another 3 and out. They now put Miller back in the backfield on the right side hip of Singletary. He's got trips to the wide side of the field. Showing pressure and rushing 5 through the A-gap. Wide open the blitz, but what a ball to Emerson Combs. It's good for about 8 through the middle. Put through a very tight window. It's going to be 4th down and short. They're going to bring out the jumbo set, it looks like. We've only seen this set one time, and Keel Watson will check it under center. Watson kept the last time they put the jumbo set on, but they have Parker Height, Luke Crocker in the backfield, along with Nyshawn Williams, the back they go to in this situation. 4th down and 2. I can't imagine it's tush-push territory. Let's see if they give it to one of the upmen or let Williams cook in the backfield. They go Williams through the middle, bouncing outside. He's got space in room at the 40, 45, 50 speed at the opposing 40-yard line at the 35, taken out of bounds. Flag at the end of the play as he was roughed up out of bounds. The jumbo set has been the bread and butter for the Crusaders when they're able to keep games within an arm's reach at Judson and Adrian. Has not been a staple today, but the 2 times they've ran it, been big 4th down conversions. Lots of laundry on the field. The officials talking it over on the flag. Should be unnecessary roughness on the end of that run. It was offsides, but the flag was thrown at the very end of the run. And then they add the unnecessary roughness. So a late correction by the officials. There wasn't offsides, but there's also an unnecessary roughness on the end of the run by Nyshawn Williams. Will be 15 yards added onto the run that was already good for a lot. Moves the Crusaders now with the penalty all the way inside the red zone, trying to get the first touchdown of the game. Going to be at the 16-yard line now after the 15-yard penalty. First down and 10. Trips on the left side of the field. Miller the lone back in the right hip. Excuse me, not Miller, it's a different back, but Singletary's going to be blown up, and he'll put this one out of bounds, intended for his running back, so no flag thrown. The new back in the backfield is Alonzo Ford, the senior running back from Honolulu, Hawaii. It's ruled a 33-yard run for Nyshawn Williams. And on the 15-yard penalty, that's a big play for the Crusaders to get in scoring position. But they have not been able to do this yet. You got to capitalize in the red zone. The red zone offense has not been good, but the red zone defense has been even better in white and red. Got to give credit where credit's due to St. Xavier. Hayward on the left side of the offensive line. They're running a 2 tight end set. They turn and give to Miller. Miller through the A-gap. He's going to put his head down, go directly through the middle. He'll pick up about 4 yards on the play. See where they spot him through the traffic as it will bring up 3rd down. They're going to give him 3, so 3rd down and 7. It's a 3-receiver set all to the long side of the field. It's man coverage seemingly with the one high safety. They drop back, they give to Miller. He's met behind the line, and a 3rd down and long run is blown up. Shocker.
Tony Miller on the carry. Stop by number 55, Ryan Butler.
Let's see if the field goal unit goes out, or they elect to go for it on 4th down and what will be listed as 9 yards. After the loss of 2 on the 3rd and 7 draw. They're going to keep the offense on the field. A chance for St. Xavier to make this long drive for the Crusaders come up empty. It's a 4-receiver set, trips the long side of the field. Singletary seeing pressure off the edge. He'll get a snap low. He'll go quickly. He'll go deep. Not even close to Combs. I think the Crusaders thought it was a free play as the linebackers were blitzing off the edge and thought they crossed the neutral zone. And they did. They give them 5 yards and they'll repeat 4th down. It's now 4th and 4. Repeat 4th down after the free play into the end zone fell short of Emerson Combs. At the 4-receiver set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Still have Kwame Miller in the backfield. At the stack box showing pressure, and they jump. Someone went. I believe it was the defense. We'll see where this one goes. But Emerson Combs ended up in the end zone on his route. The defense ended up in the backfield. And the flag ended up on the ground. The Crusaders are pointing forward. This should be a 1st down. It would mean 1st and goal for the Crusaders inside the 5. We're moving that direction. Neutral zone infraction is called on St. Xavier. And it's 1st down and goal for the Crusaders. Timeout called by St. Xavier before the 1st and goal play. 2 straight penalties, take a 4th and 9 and make it 2. A 1st and goal for Madonna, trying to crack the scoreboard and get a touchdown in the books. Trying to put up a late fight here in Livonia.
Learn from professors who care about your success.
Prepare to succeed in the life of service to others.
Experience fulfillment in a career you love.
Experience hands-on learning in the classroom.
Prepare for a rewarding career.
My name is Sarah. I'm a nurse practitioner and I'm changing lives.
My name is Brad. I'm a police officer and I'm changing lives.
Madonna University. Learn more at madonna.edu.
First down and goal for the Crusaders. They're set up at the 5-yard line out of the St. Xavier timeout. They bracket their receivers on each side of the field. The long side right here has Amarion Kelly and Emerson Combs on the bottom side of your screen off the left. Singletary in the gun with Miller on the left side hip. He turns and gives to his back. He's met at the line and wrapped up and taken down for a loss of 1. It has not been a friendly running game here in the second half. For Madonna, they're still nearing 100 on the day. But it has not been friendly in terms of yards per carry. 2.7 right now the number. Hayward goes to the left side of the offensive line. It's 11 personnel. Low snap, they give to Miller again. He's met at the line, but fights through all the way inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line. We'll see if they give him an extra yard or 2. But for the moment, 3rd and goal from the 3. What can Brett Gaminsky draw up with the looks that St. Xavier's giving him on defense? It's 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. St. Xavier has made goal line stand after goal line stand and forced field goals. Can they crack the code? Parker Height on the right side of the offensive line. Hayward on the left. It's a heavy formation. Lone receiver on the left is Combs. On the right is Kelly. It's a low snap. Singletary gives to Nyshawn Williams, trying to bounce on the outside, trying to get the edge. Stiff arms the defender. Flag is thrown. I think it's going to be a face mask call on Williams.
Sean Williams on the carry, brought down by number 23, Chris Swain. Flag on the play.
We'll await the official call, but I believe the call is going to be face mask. Torian Singletary's pointing that way, as if the Crusaders got lucky. He was tackled at the 5-yard line, which would make it 4th and 5. 4th and goal from the 5, excuse me. They call the face mask on the defense, so Nyshawn Williams with the stiff arm caught the arm of the defender in the face mask. It resets, and the Crusaders have a big opportunity here. First down and goal should be from the 2-yard line. We'll see where they give them a spot. They check in Keel Watts under center. It's going to be the jumbo formation for the Crusaders with 20 seconds and ticking here in the third. See if they run a play. They line up here. This is old-fashioned football at its finest. Watts under center. First and goal from the 2. He turns, gives it to Parker Height, who crosses the plane to the end zone. The fullback dive gets in the end zone. The 4th of the year for Height. And the Crusaders get on the board.
Parker Height, touchdown run for the Crusaders.
It's the bread and butter for Coach Kaminsky's offense. Give it to Parker Height. It's been that way for years, and it will be that way for years to come. It's the first home touchdown of the Brett Kaminsky era. Now the extra point unit trying to make it 41-13. They almost block it, but the kick is up, and the kick is good. 41-13. The Crusaders get on the board with 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Nine seconds on the clock. It's now 41-13. The Crusaders get on the board and will kick off to the St. Xavier offense. Parker Height now moves into the lead for the Crusaders. Breaks the tie with Nyshawn Williams. He has 4 touchdowns on the season. It's the bread and butter, the goal line fullback dive. See if we can get another big return from the backmen of St. Xavier. They've been phenomenal on special teams today. That's been really the difference. This one's low and going to be returned by one of the up men at the 25-yard line, caught on the line. Cutting back to the outside at the 40-yard line, going to be knocked out of bounds around the 47. It was Carter Wynn, the linebacker, one of the up men right there on the return. Gets around 21 yards as they're set up at the 47. "22 yards for number 22. 3 seconds left in the third quarter, 41-13. Still D'Ambrosio out in the gun now. He has 3 receivers out to the wide side of the field. He turns and will just give to his back to end the quarter. He's taken down by Larson and Martin behind the line. The defensive line has been fairly quiet today, but it's been the bread and butter all year for the Crusaders. A big tackle for loss heads us to the fourth quarter, 41-13. The Crusaders trying to put up a late fight here in Livonia, Michigan.
All right, ready, record. 2, 1, start record.
Madonna University's one-of-a-kind broadcast and cinema arts program prepares you for success. Gain hands-on experience from professors who have worked in the industry. Work in a close, team-driven environment to create high-quality video. Network with industry professionals and gain valuable connections for your future. Come learn and create with us here at Madonna University.
Fourth quarter action in Livonia set to begin. We flip sides of the field. The four receiver set balanced out to left and right for D'Ambrosio. He looks quickly for a screen. It's shut down. Now he's looking deep, and he's got a man wide open. That's going to be a touchdown at the 20, 15, 10, 5, end zone touchdown. D'Ambrosio, deep ball score, and that's a big one as this Xavier team has just exploded. It's Xavier Bryant on the catch, and it's a long ball touchdown for the Cougars. They answer back and lead 47-13, barring the extra point to make it 48. Kick is up, and the kick is good. It's 48-13. Makes it a 35-point lead for St. Xavier. D'Ambrosio has completed 2 passes. He has 121 yards. He has completed a 67-yard long ball to Alcantar and then a 54-yard long ball to Xavier Bryant on the sideline for a touchdown. Talk about efficiency, a QBR of 515 right now for the St. Xavier QB2. The Crusader offense will go back out on the field just like nothing ever happened. But something did happen. The Cougars answered their touchdown score from Parker Height just like that. Kick will be fielded by Napier again, this time at his own 5-yard line. He starts on the far side, now cuts to the near side, trying to get by one of the gunners. He gets by and now will be wrapped up at the 17-yard line. He got by the initial tackler, but was brought down by the barrage of tacklers to follow.
Napier on the return.
Crusader offense back on the field. They check in forward into the backfield. The play action pass, Singletary's looking deep. He wants Kelly. Kelly hit just on the back shoulder, but dropped it. Had a chance on the ball that was on the backside shoulder. Got the separation from the defensive back and just could not make the grab. The leading receiver for the Crusaders today nearly was over 100 yards. He stands at 86. Timeout called by the Crusaders to talk it over for 2nd down and 10 here on the Madonna Athletics Network.
Learn from professors who care about your success.
Prepare to succeed in a life of service to others.
Experience fulfillment in a career you love.
Madonna University. Learn more at madonna.edu.
Out of the timeout, Singletary works with a jumbo send. He's got 2 receivers, 1 each side of the field. Turns and fakes the 40. He's looking deep for Combs. Combs was held a little bit and overthrown. There's the flag. It's going to be a 1st down for the Crusaders.
Pass intended for number 3, Emerson Combs, who's penalty on the coverage. Flag on the play.
Automatic 1st down. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the hold. Combs beat his man off the line, but was held back a little bit. I think the ball from Singletary was perfect, and we are in for a long ball potential touchdown for the Crusaders. They changed it to 10 yards. So it'll be 1st down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Height and Hayward, the fullback and tight end on each side of the line. 2 receivers, Kelly and Combs, with Ford in the backfield. They turn and give to Ford, the senior from Hawaii. Cuts back in through the C-gap. He'll get through and tackle down about the 35-yard line. It's a good carry of about 7. 2nd down and 3. Turn and give the Ford again after the 7-yard gain. This time he'll get about 3, and they're going to mark him forward for 3.5, maybe 4 for the 1st down. Move the chains again. A brand new set for the Crusaders as the clock's ticking here in the 4th quarter. Still over 13.5 minutes. Training staff going to go on and look at, I believe that is Ford, the running back, down for an injury. We'll take an injury timeout here on the Madonna Athletics Network. Stay tuned.
All right, ready, record. 2, 1, start record.
Madonna University's one-of-a-kind broadcast and cinema arts program prepares you for success. Gain hands-on experience from professors who have worked in the industry. Work in a close, team-driven environment to create high-quality video. Network with industry professionals and gain valuable connections for your future. Come learn and create with us here at Madonna University.
Learn from professors who care about your success.
Prepare to succeed in a life of service to others.
Experience fulfillment in a career you love.
Madonna University. Learn more at madonna.edu.
looking for a spot after the injury timeout. Ford walking off on his own power. Appears to be an upper body injury as he was met through the line, but he did pick up the first down, about 3.5 yards on the carry. Singletary remains in with both Height and Hayward in motion. Height now moves in motion. Lead block for Williams, who's flipped. He picked up about 4 yards. They'll give him 3. Make it 2nd down and 7. From the 41-yard line. I like this set the Madonna offense has, with Height and Hayward in the game. 2 receiver set with Kelly and Combs. Turn and give to Williams. Williams to the bouncing to the outside. He's tackled by the shoestrings for a modest gain of maybe 1. Looks like they're going to mark him down at the line to gain, or at the line of scrimmage, excuse me.
Williams on the carry, brought down by number 22, Carter Wynn.
It'll be 3rd down and 7. Four receivers set now with 1 lone back behind Singletary. He motions Williams out to the right side hip. Singletary drops back, looking to the short side. Now will scramble on the near side. He tries to hit his man off the flat. It's thrown behind the intended receiver. That wasn't a Sean Williams. It's going to bring up a 4th down. See if Brett Kaminsky draws up a go-for-it play here with 12 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the 4th. I'd imagine they go for it given the score. Trips to the right of Singletary. Lone back is Williams. Looks like a 4-man front, 1 linebacker in the block. Or in the box, excuse me. Singletary steps up, changes the call. Pressure off the edge, seemingly on the blind side of Singletary. There is rushing forward. They breeze through the offensive line. Hit on the flat is Williams. Williams going to be tackled well short of the line, I believe, by a yard, maybe 2 yards. And it'll be a turnover on downs, and it will be the Cougar offense to take the field. Didn't get it. He was about 2 yards short. Didn't have the edge. Played perfectly by the linebackers in white and red. They spot at the Crusader 47-yard line. Crusaders showing pressure maybe off the edge, but it looks like they're just going to rush 4 again. They have not been able to attack much a lot. This one through the middle. There is pressure off the edge that met him at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for about 3 yards.
Jacob Fisher on the carry. Stop by number 58, Zachary.
Fisher now in the game at running back. He is the 5th different running back to enter the ball game for St. Xavier. D'Ambrosio trying to lead another impressive drive. He's led 2 touchdown drives so far. They go trips to the right side of D'Ambrosio, turns and gives to his running back. No, he keeps himself bouncing on the outside. He's going to be tackled and met for a 3rd down. A modest gain of about a yard on the keeper. The option only goes for 1, and it's going to be a 3rd down and about 6 yards for this Cougar offense. See if they elect to air this thing out. That's when they've been at their best with both Ross and now D'Ambrosio, who once again has only completed 2 passes, but each have been for over 50 yards, 67 and 54 respectively. 4 receivers set, balanced out to each side. They motion a man over into the backfield. It's going to be a jet touch pass over on the side. Crusaders read it all the way. It's going to be a modest gain of maybe 1 yard on the jet touch. It is going to bring up 4th down and 5. The offense staying on the field for 4th down and 5 here for the Crusader defense, trying to get the offense back out onto the field. Trips to the long side of the field for D'Ambrosio. He's got a lone receiver on the far end as well. No high safeties. Appears to be man coverage off the bat. D'Ambrosio scrambles, looking to the right side. He's stepping up in a pocket that collapses. He looks deep and airs this thing out. Looked like it was caught. Will they give it to him with a 50-50 jump ball? It was caught. That's a big man catch right there. Alcantara's second catch of the game with another big one. They've both been from D'Ambrosio. New set of downs, a big 4th and 5 conversion. They air it out, and D'Ambrosio. It's another one to Alcantara. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line, nearing the red zone. Still trips to the left side of the field for D'Ambrosio. See if they elect to hand it off again to Fisher. They motion a man over once again at the fake duck patch. They go to Fisher through the middle. Fisher to the outside, cutting by 1st down and more inside the 10-yard line at the 5. He stiff arms, goes to the end zone. Did he reach in time? I believe he's out at maybe the 3-yard line. They say he stepped. Oh, it looked like Fisher went to the house and almost had the 4th rushing touchdown of the day. But maybe you have to wait. We'll see if they just give it right back to him, because that's one heck of a run from 2-7. They're saying he stepped out of bounds at maybe the 3-yard line. There's a face mask at the end of the play. It'll move half the distance to the goal. It's going to be 1st down and goal from what should be the 1.5-yard line. I believe they just give this ball to Fisher after that manly run to get inside. I mean, he deserves it. See if the Crusaders can guess it. He's in the backfield with bunched up receivers on the left side of the line. There's one out wide to the right. They turn and they give to Fisher. Fisher's met, but charging forward. He's in. Touchdown, Fisher. How did he get in the end zone? I don't know, but 2-7 just said, I will take this from you. And he goes in and makes it a 50 bomb for St. Xavier.
Touchdown run by number 27, Jacob Fisher.
Jacob Fisher. The 4th rushing touchdown of the day for the Cougars. The 4th different Cougar running back to find the end zone. Keep that football. James Fisher finds the end zone. And just like that, it's over 50 points. Jacob Fisher appears to be his first collegiate touchdown. (54-13) as the PAT is up, and the PAT is good. The kicking's been perfect today. 2 for 2 with a long of 28 for Bennis. He's also perfect on PATs. A big 4th down conversion on that drive as well. Only 2 of them have been needed all day from the St. Xavier offense, but they're 2 for 2 on 4th down. And they've been rolling today. 55-13. It's a season high in points scored. It's the most points scored by St. Xavier since October 7th of 2023 on their homecoming, where they defeated Judson 58-7. This one a bouncer fielded by Napier. He's going to be met at the 30-yard line and taken down. That's where the offense will start their work. Singletary leads the offense back out. Four receiver set. Singletary looks quickly, and he'll get a completion. It's a modest one at that. It won't go for much. But it's given to Sabah, and it makes it second down at about 6 after the 4-yard completion. This is the first. We'll drop that stat after this play. 4 receiver set for Singletary. He drops back, pressure off the edge quickly to Sabah again. This one's going to be about 2 yards short of the line to gain. They get 3rd and 2. This is the first 50 bomb dropped on a team not named Judson by St. Xavier since 2019, when they beat ONU 55-42. This one's going to be a quick screen to Amarion Kelly. He fields this one, makes a man miss. Now at the 40, taken down about the 48, maybe 49-yard line. And it's a first down for the Crusaders. The 6th grab of the game for Kelly, who's having a pretty nice game on the offensive side.
That's a Crusaders first down.
He's north of 90 yards receiving. He's bracketed on the short side of the field. 4 receivers bracket on each side. They turn and give to the lone back, Miller. Miller through the middle. He's met at the line of scrimmage. He'll fight forward for about 2 yards. Marion Kelly with 92 yards receiving today. He leads both teams in that aspect. Still the bracketed receiver look. Showing pressure off the edge once again, now backing off, now bringing pressure, rushing 4. They back off, one of the linebackers through the middle. Singletary's dancing, trying to do anything, trying to channel it in, or Kyler Murray. Sidearm throw is caught by Kelly, first down. When the Crusaders move the football the best, it's when Torian Singletary has the ability to just do whatever he wants in the pocket. He does it right there. He probably ran about 20 yards, and he completes the first down pass to Marion Kelly. Crusaders moving the chains. Kelly's over 100 yards receiving on the day. It's been a while since the Crusaders had a 100-yard receiver. It was Novell Chestnut 2 years ago in an absolute barn burner between the Crusaders and Missouri Baptist. Timeout called on the field. 1st and 10 after the improvisation from Torian Singletary.
Learn from professors who care about your success.
Prepare to succeed in a life of service to others.
Experience fulfillment in a career you love.
Experience hands-on learning in the classroom.
Prepare for a rewarding career.
My name is Sarah. I'm a nurse practitioner and I'm changing lives.
My name is Brad. I'm a police officer and I'm changing lives.
Madonna University. Learn more at madonna.edu.
Out of the timeout, it's 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. They have been moving the ball pretty efficiently, targeting Amarion Kelly, who's got 7 catches for 102. Singletary nearing 200 yards in the air. He's got 182. Hayward on the right side with Kwame Miller on the left side. Hip. No Singletary. 3 receiver set still remains. He drops back looking deep, looking for something. Keel Watson's going to air this one out and airmail the receiver by about 3 yards. Almost got him. They checked in the strong arm of Watson, and he just missed it. They'll keep him in the game. Trying to look for Singletary on the sidelines. See him with helmet off. Hope he's okay. Big time playmaker for the Crusaders. He has his helmet in one hand. Appears to be walking a little gingerly, however. Watson with bracketed receivers on each side of the field. Low snap, Watson dropping back, trying to step up in a collapsed pocket, makes the defender miss at the line of scrimmage now for a 2-yard gain. He steps out of bounds. 3rd down and 8 coming up after the 2-yard scramble from Watson.
Watson on the carry.
Third down and 8 coming up. Line to gain is the 33-yard line for the Crusaders. Keel Watson remains under center. Torian Singletary just walking with his helmet in one hand on the sideline. 3 receivers set, still with Hayward on the right side of the offensive line. 3rd down and 8, showing pressure. They will, and they're going to get to Watson right away. He's going to stiff arm a defender, throw this one out of bounds. It didn't get back to the line, and the officials are going to talk about it. They're going to give the Crusaders the benefit of the doubt, but it's going to be 4th down and 8. Offense stays on the field. Trips to the right side of Watson. He has Miller in the backfield, but 4th down and 8 have to eliminate. Unless Miller can get a nasty block, he's doing pass protection. Watson looking downfield. He'll air this one out through the middle, under through Kelly by about 3 yards. Turnover on downs for the Crusaders. Watson overthrew and underthrew a receiver, and unfortunately for the Crusaders, a promising drive comes up empty. They turn it over to St. Xavier with 4:32 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Four and a half minutes remain. St. Xavier, I have to imagine they just look to run the clock out, but with how D'Ambrosio's been on the offensive side, maybe they let him cook. He goes to the right side, and the high snap. He'll take it himself and get about 1 yard. I don't think that was the play call, but had to improvise from the high snap. Lucky to get it back and not see that thing go all the way back to his own 30-yard line. 2nd down and 9 coming up.
D'Ambrosio on the carry, stopped by number 21.
Looks to be Tyrese Lee in the backfield. Man in motion. They're going to jet touch pass to the man in motion, trying to make a man miss on the outside. Going to be wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and 10, back to the original line. Trying to get the ball back in the offensive hands maybe one last time in this game. 55-13, St. Xavier leads by 42. The offense breaks D'Ambrosio. See if he airs it out here on 3rd and long. Of course, St. Xavier's just going to be content with letting another mere 40 seconds go off the clock before they give it back to the Crusaders. 4 receiver set, he turns and will give to the back. It's going to be Tyrese Lee, and who needs to run the clock? Tyrese Lee's going to get the first down himself, 45-40. He's teetering at the line out of bounds. He'll go out of bounds at about the 41, maybe 40-yard line.
Tyrese Lee on the carry.
I'm going to say he stayed in bounds. Clock still runs. 2:45 and ticking remains in this ball game. Ambrosio remains. I'd have to imagine another handoff to Tyrese Lee coming up. Man in motion. High snap. Got improvised again. Ambrosio moving on the left side. He's got room at the 35. Crossing to the 30. Cuts inside 25. Fifth. Oh, puts his shoulder in the line. Goes to the 16-yard line. Put his shoulder down and trucked the defender. Clock still running. It's going to be taking us all the way to the 2-minute timeout. But now in the red zone once again is St. Xavier. Can they crack 60? Two-minute timeout here in Livonia at the 55-13 lead for St. Xavier.
All right, ready, record. 2, 1, start record.
Madonna University's one-of-a-kind broadcast and cinema arts program prepares you for success. Gain hands-on experience from professors who have worked in the industry. Work in a close, team-driven environment to create high-quality video. Network with industry professionals and gain valuable connections for your future. Come learn and create with us here at Madonna University.
Out of the 2-minute timeout. Still Tyrese Lee in the backfield. Going to be a jet touch pass that's blown up in the backfield for a big loss. A minute 30 and ticking for this Cougar offense. They have an opportunity to break 60 for the first time in a long time. I'd have to look it up, but it would be at least 2019. And it looks like victory formation, so the best formation in football for St. Xavier. D'Ambrosio will sit under center. He'll take the knee. And St. Xavier is going to walk away with a big-time statement win in Livonia. Stuart Ross, the starting quarterback, went 10 of 14 for $182 and 2 scores. Before he was relieved by D'Ambrosio, he goes 6 of 7 for $128 and a score as well, with a long ball of 67 yards. Leading receiver was Alcantar, 2 catches for 84. Julian Smith added 59 yards and a score. Quinn led in receptions with 4 on the ground, 211 yards rushing. 55-13, the Crusaders 18 of 31 for Singletary with 1 pick, 182, no scores. Keelan Watson added 18 yards on the ground. He was in the area. He was 2 for 6. Deshaun Williams 47 yards, 8 attempts. Miller added 47 and 19 attempts. It was just 112 as a team, but 2.7 a carry. Amarion Kelly became the first Crusader receiver at 100 yards in a long time. He had 7 for 102, and that's the ball game. The final score from Livonia, Michigan is 55-13 in favor of number 11 St. Xavier. You've been watching Crusader football live on the Madonna Athletics Network. Thank you for making myself the Crusader football team and Madonna Athletics Network, a part of your Saturday afternoon. The final score, 55-13. The Crusaders cover the 44.5 point spread.
Crusaders are on the road for 5 games.